suck, Jay.
Oh yeah. By the way, Ben, I don't know if
Thanks everyone. This
every
is
single live match that I've ever
Chris
done.
muffled.
I
Chris
always
and
miss
Rob
the
Game
calls.
Room. We're gonna watch Troy Miller versus Ben Scott. It's the first showed game, so it should be interesting.
I'm currently trying to find everything from the team.
Who won the role?
I did.
Oh,
Ben put his trust in me, which is a bad thing to do.
I mean, you've seen his roles in this tournament, right?
I know, but if someone else rolling, he just had to call it.
No, even then, like if I have anything to do remotely with the dice being rolled.
What am I missing? I also.
Are you missing cards because you've been cooking all week?
Yes, sir.
Cooking.
Oh, I looked at your team's all Troy. What are you gonna run first? Let me see. If I were you, what would I run?
Well, he's countering you, isn't he?
I know, but
Just think of what the best thing would be against you and play the opposite of that.
All right, Chris, did you get that stream started so I can jump in the Discord room with you?
Yeah.
I like that. We actually have a booth to jump into.
okay, I'm gonna run my Guardians team, Troy.
All right.
Also, because it's the only one that's not set up at all.
I love the Guardian.
Picking...
All right.
Let's see here.
What did I have in this team?
Look at your other one. Oh yeah, I should definitely. I'll do. I'll save my other one for your.
So boom, boom.
Your spinny team.
All right, gentlemen. Best of luck to you in the matches. We'll be in the booth if you guys need anything.
What team are you going to be running, Troy?
What am I missing from this team?
I'll do the Jubilee team, the
All right.
sidekicky team.
Chris, do you know what I'm missing from this team? Can you look quickly?
Oh, let me. Is it your Cosmo, Rocket, Mantis, Kate Bishop, Groot?
Rocket, obviously.
Yeah.
Just because I changed him into that one.
Misdirection. All right. Transition. All right.
Hey, Ben,
I'll
just
leave
don't
you
have
guys
my
to it.
rolls,
I'll-
Okay? Do yourself that favor. Don't have my rolls.
Don't think it's gonna make a difference, Joe. But
Have a good game, gentlemen.
Good luck, guys.
You bet.
Good luck to you as well.
I got Mr. Fix-It down here in the corner. Just because you
All right.
team, I probably won't buy him.
So this is going to be the Guardians team versus the Sidekicks.
Variation of
What
a
they're actually using.
sidekicks team.
Blue and
Yeah.
red, that's good. I have those on the side.
Alright.
I'm using green and purple if that makes any difference to you.
So funny because I almost consider like both of his teams sidekicks because he's got
Yeah,
Wong
sorry
and
about being
mindless
late.
ones
Mm-hmm.
on the other team, so it's kind of like for me, it's basically the same, functionally the same.
Yeah. I need to turn you up slightly. There we go. Can you talk for me? All right.
Green and purple.
All right. Cool. Ryan, can you tell me how it looks on the on YouTube right now?
Hang on, just 1 second.
One of my beefs with WizKids is I have I'm not colorblind, but I can't tell the difference between.
It looks good. Let me make sure the animation is going through. The animation is going through on Ben's side. I haven't seen Troy's pickup yet.
It is.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like half a second behind. So.
It's whatever is worst for you right now. So whatever action I roll, it's whatever.
All right. So they're just
Alright.
fooling around trying to figure out who's gonna go first right now. I guess. Oh, Ben's still setting up.
I get to go first then, is that right?
No, I believe I get to go first.
You get to choose? Okay.
So
I don't think
this matchup, it's gonna come down to whether the control can get put out first.
yeah.
I haven't really seen the Guardians team play that much. It seems like he wants to go all in with the Rocket Raccoon.
Okay, what flavors do you have? Yeah.
The Rocket, I mean, he gets Yondu late game to do ping damage too.
Is that Super Red Jubilee? Yes.
Mm.
Boom Boom is the global one.
Familiar with it because I haven't seen a lot of it going on.
Yeah.
You'll have to forgive me. So
Psychic one.
He usually gets run over a little bit whenever he plays, and it's sad because I think he has a super good team.
Just rubbing it in your face. I knew you didn't have it. Okay, I'm gonna go first.
All right.
I'm gonna take some water
Starting the timer now.
and
to adjust my volume here.
All right.
take
So I'll be trying to do
Bring
the
up the
play-by-play, and you just play off me if you can. Most likely you can. And Ben is just taking his time.
yeah, Kate Bishop Global. I have Group Global. If you want to use it, you'd be the first person ever to use it.
Probably. Well, I suppose if I get my dum dum and with him entirely, but I'd probably use the Tabaxi Rogue.
I would love you to use the Tabaxi Rogue Global.
All right. Starting time.
I'm gonna start time.
All right.
I'm gonna go first. Good luck, sir.
Okay. Get the sidekick and 2 bolts.
Only prep thing.
So he doesn't have any energy fixes to really take good use with that, but just having a sidekick, though, it's not that bad here.
Yeah. He doesn't really have anything that's lightning bolt to do anything with that. He's only got one.
Rolled that sidekick. No, he's gone.
He's going to Tabaxi Rogue. Oh no, he bought misdirection. Fixing his bag as best he can. I think he just did a power play, just taking his misdirection. And there is a Professor Xavier card in play. Oh.
Troy's really hunting for bolts so he can get his Jubilee out early.
Or Boom Boom.
I want to buy the crystal here. Help him get an early setup.
Yeah. Help him get the ramp going with the sidekicks. Yep. Good call there, Joe.
Ben's getting thirsty to draw that misdirection already.
Yeah. Ben with his wonderful advice. He's probably going to be buying.
Here, having that misdirection coming up next turn, hopefully, and also having the sidekick out already.
Yeah, I think he's going to reach for Rocket here. And yeah.
Either going for a Rocket or a Groot. I think the better play would be Rocket and then Professor X sidekick out.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
He may even try to push for the Star-Lord early. Isn't that part of his win con?
His things get call out, so it makes his makes his rocket so much better. I mean, it's part of his win con basically if he can get to Yondu and just throw stuff down. Yeah. Ben purchases a rocket, and he's gonna field a sidekick. Yep.
This is good for him. He's increases in chances of drawing and rolling either one or the other or both.
Yeah.
On his next turn.
Right.
For Jubilee, and then use Tabaxi Rogue Global, not only to mix up Ben's bag, but also to help boost him into that crystal and the Jubilee next turn.
Yeah, I think he's really hoping for a Boom Boom and sidekicks.
All right, I think we will Jubilee.
Jubilee, yeah, Jubilee. That's the one. I'm an idiot. He could Tabaxi Rogue here. Because they would put those four.
That's the line of play that I would choose, but he's probably going to go PXG twice to filter his bag further.
Yeah.
So that way he's guaranteed to roll those 4.
All right. Ben has
high fielding cost.
Ben could get a misdirection. Oh, he gets a misdirection. Oh, and he gets it to come up right away.
That shield, bolt, or fist that he keeps. Oh, that's rough.
Might be a Yondu. Oh, Bishop. Oh.
That is actually a good play.
Yeah. And he could try to fix
it's
his
a
bag
crucial
next turn.
turn for him to make that purchase.
Yeah.
Everything in the bag. That was bishop, right?
Yeah. See, the one thing I really don't like playing against is psychic walls. So,
Yeah. At least there's no foot ninja, right?
Get out of early. Well, I think using the fist from her, he doesn't really need anything for fist.
Oh yeah.
like, oh yeah, that doesn't work because foot ninjas is an ally, so you can just block.
He wants to he wants that crystal to come up so he can start using her ability immediately.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
I never played foot ninja again.
So he can field his sidekick immediately, along with it.
He can field crystal and then turn that.
Oh, but wouldn't he want it to try to get Jubilee out?
Yes and no, because what he's going to do now is he's either going to attack with 1 or 2 sidekicks to kind of push early damage and board clear and incidentally ramp.
Okay, he bought a misdirection
Oh dear.
to try to make it to where Bishop is going to be taken off the board. That's what I would do. Oh, never mind. You control.
Boston Rocket.
Action only works on your stuff.
Yeah, it only works on.
Kind of lamenting this because he has to go all in on the rocket plan, even though it's on its highest face. He doesn't have the ability to
Call out.
purchase what he wants to here,
Mm.
which I believe is a
Actually, although,
It's probably going to be Star-Lord.
Star-Lord. Yeah, I can't get a beat on his team.
Yeah, I
Played
mean,
it against it or played it that much.
he is. I've seen him go Rocket, Star-Lord, and then Yondu.
And I'm going to swing with Rocket.
Yeah.
And what's he at?
4-2, sir.
4-2.
Troy can't really block
It's like
this.
coming up top level when it-
Well, he could just chump block it with sidekicks.
He's gonna chump it. So the thing about chumping here is it gives Troy an extra to work with, just in case
Yep.
he gets that Jubilee out.
And has some damage with it. Yup. You are correct, sir.
Oh yeah, I'm not shaking my camera. I don't know if it's
Yeah. My setup kind of makes it too, but I think
Ben's got a wild energy left for that Kate Bishop Global in case Troy's able to somehow misdirection in.
garbage, so it doesn't matter. I cheated and drew 4 sidekicks on turn 10.
So he could field 2 sidekicks here.
But he needs to be able to. There you go. So he needs the extra mask so he can get a sidekick out and push that extra damage.
Yeah.
And then I will field a sidekick and do 1 damage to you.
How unoriginal.
Damage down, Chris.
Huh?
Mark that damage down on the overlay.
Oh, that's right. 1 damage. Are you keeping up with the chat?
Actually floating between it.
Okay.
Could I think that would help you more than me.
It means I can't PXG. But it kind of works out the same because I'd get a psychic into the field and have 1 less, or I just have 1 less go into my bag.
Yeah. I think I'll just.
Because he can't PXG anything next turn on Ben's turn anyways because he got nothing in use pile.
I'll make a sidekick.
What he needs to do here is attack. He needs to attack with at least 3 in order to clear that whole those shenanigans.
Yeah. It's just I don't think he wants to ramp Ben.
Guys, to help him get a Mr. Fix It next turn.
Yeah.
Or 4 sidekicks. Like I intended to.
Instead, Troy's going to go for a Tabashiro Global.
Yeah.
Ben just rolls up the amount of energy that he needs, which is perfect.
So how
The types of energy.
Just ping me probably so. Bishop kind of stops you pretty hard. So I guess you
It's going about milling about, trying to see what
Yeah, no, you can't get through on block. You
here.
don't have a character.
Yeah.
Okay, Bishop Global stops anything Troy's gonna do once Ben gets that rare bishop fielded.
What's Crystal do again?
Yeah.
It's an extra reroll on your action dice.
Yeah, it's just me personally, Star-Lord might be a good call here because you can call out with Rocket.
That is such a good mechanic. I enjoy it a lot more than Intimidate, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I think he has he can go risky and just do Star-Lord.
Or should I just try and do that in case I don't roll that? Sure. I will buy a Star-Lord.
Yeah. That's a good call. Ben's trying to get to his win con. We might see a Yondu purchase in the next turn.
Yeah. Your path priority?
I will make another side kick.
Okay, I will attack with Rocket.
Mark that damage down, Chris.
What is he? Oh, yeah.
Just, yeah.
The chip damage.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of extra ramp or...
Yeah, so I did do 1 damage to you there.
We want to thank Truby for helping us out by using or creating this layout for all of us OBS streamers. Big shout outs to him and everything he's doing.
Yeah. I think it looks really nice. Instead of having a stupid emblem. Granted, I like the channel emblem. I still think this is better. Oh.
I agree.
Is that a Dum Dum Dugan buy?
Alrighty, so I will
Oh, wait.
pay for a dum-dum.
Yep. Misdirection.
As he does Insect Plague on one of his sidekicks, and then he goes in with the Dum Dum Dugan during the global phase of the attacks, which is actually a sound strategy. I prefer Mr. Fix-It, but that's okay.
I mean, Dum Dum Dugan's going to be pretty big here.
Unblockable. Misdirection him in.
Fair enough. So that's 3 damage plus 2, 5.
5, yeah.
Cool.
5 damage, all right.
Dum Dum, unfortunately, is +1 for
Every sidekick in the field.
you control, I think.
Yeah, every... Dum Dum Dugan gets +1 for each of your sidekick in the field, so... It's still a decent amount just for pushing damage on him.
Good swing. He just took 5 off of him.
Yep, he bends down to 13.
Some rubbish energy. I'll pay 1 to field Bishop.
Now he just can't
To
do...
actually start doing the whole thing about unblockables and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't...
Space Dog.
Cosmo, it has to be KO'd to have the effect go off.
Oh, everything is kind of rubbish.
KO him, does he?
Yeah. Like, he has to be KO'd while blocking for it to only do damage.
It's a smart move on Ben's part.
Trying to force things.
Misdirection.
Yeah.
And it keeps Troy honest about his how often he can swing in with an unblockable Dugan.
Yeah.
Or actually, that's not another 1 damage because Bishop's out.
Yep. I mean, he can do it to one thing. He did it to a yeah.
Yes, sir.
Troy's gonna have to go with the old wall up and make a big swing plan here, which kind of, I mean, he can do that with his team.
This could be a massive turn for Troy. No.
In this direction.
Yeah. It is not going to be a big turn. He can buy another Dum Dum Dugan and do some things.
Reroll. He can use those 2 fists and the 2 Ah,
Oh, man. Man, this game is just gonna bog down now because of Bishop. And they got about 10 minutes left.
go ahead and remind him.
Oh. In about 30 seconds.
It's pretty rough.
He could buy fix it. It's not the worst thing. He's got to try to get it perfect here, though.
Wait on the fix it until misdirection actually does come up.
Yeah.
And, you know,
He needs to thin out his field to be able to keep
I was going to tell you.
to get him out there and get misdirection in the bag. He really, I don't think he can buy hardly anything on his team. Maybe Tabaxi Rogue.
You always like.
I mean,
like
the thing about Tabaxi Rogue Global and using it is you always want to use it early to disrupt your opponent's first and second turn purchase, or late game you want to use it at the end of the opponent's turn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is it +2?
Direct benefit from it.
9 minutes, gentlemen.
Chris, I'm responsible for the time myself. Thank you very much.
See over there.
Sure thing. I already bought your misdirection as well. Just
and then I field 2 side kicks.
Damage to something here.
He can't do enough to Bishop. He doesn't want to do it to... Oh, that's going to help him ramp. Ben could get Yondu out.
Swing in too.
Yeah, but Ben has misdirections coming out.
does not matter, sir.
Oh, that's rough.
Wow, he just rolls perfectly.
Well, he didn't get misdirection. That would have helped him out so much because he could have bought Yondu and just started pinging.
Star-Lord's going to start calling out some Crystal and Jubilees.
Yep. If he does it right, he can pretty much KO both of them.
Thing is that Bishop Global actually hurts Ben. Troy made sure to save up masks to stop any call-out shenanigans from happening.
Yeah.
There is that now. Can't really
That line of play, or if Troy's just going to attempt to continue to go for the... Yeah, he's going to go for the sidekick wall here.
Cool. I will attack with rocket.
To the point to where he has all of his sidekicks out.
Who did he call out?
And he's continuously getting that...
Yeah.
So rocket and Jubilee both die. Yep. And I'll kill off Crystal.
So he could have pulled it back.
Bishop Global?
Yeah, he just didn't use it. Oh. He could...
Hopefully he has enough to get the Mr. Fix-It so he can go in. But Ben also is mindful of his own Kate Bishop Global, more so than Troy in this case.
Yeah. He can get that out. I would do a Dum Dum Dugan this turn. If he can. What are your thoughts on that?
Here, it's kind of difficult because he wants that misdirection to roll up, but he doesn't have the Dugan. He would have to re-roll the 2 sidekicks, and that would just mean 2 less power on his own Dugan. Ben can KBG both of them back.
The green.
So I should actually technically, I should probably back that up. So I had these two over in prep, and then I think these
Here
two were in
with the color of dice
Yeah.
on his action dice.
No idea.
I think the sidekicks would have come out, and then I
Well,
would have
just
had
keep what you got because
You want me to keep what I got? Okay.
Well, time is just gonna.
Okay, gotcha. Alright.
Do you know what happened there, Chris?
I think you bought a truce and didn't do a different color.
Damage to you in
Alright, so I'll re-roll this. Okay.
He doesn't have insect plague.
Alright, so I'll field Jubilee. Alright, I'll field a sidekick. I'll ping off your sidekick. Field another sidekick. Ping off your sidekick. Pass priority.
Ben does have a pretty thin field.
What do you mean?
And your. I can't. You have Dum Dum and Fist.
Dum Dum and
Misdirection.
and a misdirection.
Cool. So you're gonna do any web damage, Dum Dum. Cool.
Also, he goes in. This is interesting.
Passing back then.
Yeah.
All the sidekicks. And since Dum Dum goes into the used pile because he's not fielded, he can misdirection whatever sidekick is not blocked.
I'm going to attack with.
He can still pull it back though.
I think I pinged off two sidekicks, right? Did you have three?
Yeah, I made a sidekick.
Oh, you made a sidekick. Okay. So I need 4 then, I think. Wait. How many? You get covered up by the screen. You got 3 characters out there, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have 3 characters. I moved them to block.
Okay, so I will attack 5 of them then.
Okay.
So right here, he just needs to make sure. Sorry for that little lull. I was just doing some calculating.
I block whatever. Doesn't matter.
So you're gonna block 3.
Yeah.
All right.
And then whatever gets through.
Yeah, but
Then Ben's going to attack.
All right. Well, I'll do it anyway. I'll misdirection in.
so what's the damage on that right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6, 8, 8. Or he's an 8 too.
And he pulls it back.
So these guys all get KO'd, or yeah, these guys all get KO'd.
And that one goes through. So
1 damage. Yep.
In the long run.
I mean, he's just got such a massive wall.
Oh, stupid rocket.
Probably kicking himself for missing that KBG on the last turn.
Ben could
Died.
push through Mr. His something big unblocked. Wait, he doesn't have a mask. Never mind. Yes, he does.
So the 2 shields, the fist, 2 generic, and a wild.
Just truce.
And
He could technically field those things. Insect plague, buy Yondu first. Insect plague one of the sidekicks and attack with rocket.
wild is also doubling for a bolt. So he needs to re-roll here, but he didn't. He already fielded his rocket.
Yeah, but when he fields Yondu, he's going to do 1, 2, 3. And then he pushes with Yondu and rocket.
He can actually purchase a Yondu and swing in unblockable.
Oh, man, that's terrible.
Has that wild energy.
It has to go to that.
Yeah.
What's Star-Lord's low side?
I don't know.
Oh, he's a 2. He could do 2 damage right here. Well, Kate Bishop wouldn't be a bad purchase. No, she is a bad purchase. Never mind. He
In time, but you need to remind him there at 1 minute.
No, he's got the thing. He said he can handle it.
Well, do you see anything I can do, Troy? I can't really buy any of my characters apart from City's rubbish.
The bishop.
All Troy has to do is continuously wall up
Not bloody Guardian.
Yeah, Cosmo.
and keep KBG because he's in the lead as far as life points go.
See,
Oh,
man.
Cosmo, hooray.
Insect plague.
Okay, I'll put Cosmo in for a sidekick, and that's turn. So that's.
I mean, I don't think Yondu would have been a bad choice.
If I got a bolt, I could have at least put Yondu into the field or into my bag, which would have been.
He's holding off on that wild for Kate Bishop Global.
Yeah.
That's it. Saving the rest.
Well, I'll buy
Tabaxi Robo.
insect plague, I suppose. I could Tabaxi Rogue. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll Tabaxi Rogue because why not?
Why not?
All right.
And then
There's some bag burn, I believe.
I don't know about that.
No, he doesn't get bag burn. He has a perfect draw.
So you'll attack with nothing.
Well, it seems to be little point. You got truce, right?
Yep. I'm rolling all that.
The one thing that looking at Ben's team, he needs like a big body to just push in. Granted, I think that's Yondu, and if he would have insect played Yondu,
Yeah, screw it. Let's just have some fun here.
he would have been able to do so much
I would have,
damage.
in Ben's shoes, I would have risked re-rolling the 2 shields and the fist for hoping to get one of those 2.
As a lightning or a wild.
So this is turn 5, right?
Turn 1.
Or turn 1, sure. I could do that.
Here he has the opportunity for Mr. Fix-It. The problem is that Ben specifically held up that wild to block Global.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a little bit of a rough thing.
Back. But then I have to fix it in the field. Not sure it really does anything for me, but it would be fun.
I think if Ben can get Yondu out on the next turn, he has a chance. Because every time he fields him, it does a damage for Guardian, and buying that Cosmo is not a bad choice.
4, 5, 6. For a Mr. Fix-It.
He's gonna make him on.
And
He
then
really needed 2 sidekicks to really make it go.
what's your rocket at?
2-1.
The interesting thing here is Ben can
He can double
trying to
insect
think.
plague.
I will make
no, there's use it once per turn.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, I don't think I will actually. I think I'm just going to. I'm gonna just do misdirection now. Well, I'll do it.
I don't think Ben's as far behind as he thinks he is.
Put that over there.
He definitely does have an out with that Yondu, like you said, and he definitely has a chance to win. But he's got to be real smart these next 2 turns because that's all he's getting is 2 more turns.
Yeah. Because I think he needs to keep his field where it's at, and try to double purchase Yondu and do insect plague. With Yondu and rocket, or attack with
Now
rocket.
going to focus on defending himself as much as he can.
And
Yeah.
possibly roll him higher.
Because right now, there's there's 3 Guardians, so he's going to do 4 damage if he can get Yondu out with a misdirection.
Your turn.
All right. He's just using that for defenders.
Yes, I'll make a sidekick.
Hold on 1 second.
Done.
Yeah.
Then I'll turn 2.
Because Ben was turned 0. Here is not a bad thing.
Like, you're not like I'm not gonna win. Like the previous turn, I needed to buy Yondu. If I got that out, I could have at least fielded it twice. Fielding it once is not going to do enough damage. So
Potentially, he can.
any kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's what's helped me is keeping you away from Yondu.
Can call out
I had the energy last.
and make
turn
sure that,
in a row.
yeah, if he calls out,
Did I buy one of your insect plays?
he is able to start, chipping away.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't think he needs to push with Yondu right now.
Oh wait, I drew too many. What was in my prep area? 2.
Oh, he can't buy a lightning bolt.
I need one of you. That means I can't
He's
buy
gonna
one.
reroll. Yondu though.
Yeah. It's just Troy's done the purchase for the Mr. Fix-It, and granted, I think Troy has another one. Yeah, he has another one, but he's not going to be perfectly set up like he was this time.
I'll buy Yondu for what it's worth. Last priority.
What's in your bag?
3 stuff.
Okay.
Truce, misdirection, and sidekick.
I will make a sidekick.
We're gonna want a Tabashi Row Global just to make sure that.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
Tabaxi here.
no, let's ping off Rock.
I wanted to do that.
Okay. I will kill your Jubilee. Yes.
Okay. And then I will Tabaxi.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure that he did that in the proper order. So Rocket Raccoon dealt that 2 damage, by the
Mhm.
way.
It's who? Oh, to his dice, yeah. I still have them at 12. Ben has 12. Troy has 20.
There's no transition zone. That's fine. So
Done.
do those actually go in then? If I'm paying to Tabaxi with them,
Yeah, they do.
would they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do go in, yeah.
Didn't actually help as much as I was supposed to. All right. Then we pull out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, just splash in the pot.
Apologies for the lull. I'm trying to think of Ben's. In situations like this, it isn't that I'm always going for the underdog, but I always try to think critically and objectively in all these situations, like thinking that there is a possible way out. There's always a line if where there's a will, there's a way, basically.
Yeah.
So I will field Jubilee.
With this, though, he can potentially knock out
I will
Cosmo,
field a sidekick.
go in for further damage.
Your sidekick.
He can't.
Because Ben can only.
He can't knock out Cosmo because then 2 damage could only be done on this turn.
Field another sidekick. We'll hit Mr. Fix-It just for fun.
Okay.
And then I have Truce.
Troy's
So I will play that.
KO 3. Yep.
Sidekicks.
Okay.
And then how much life you got left?
12.
12.
Dude's unblockable. KO'd here, though.
Yeah, he can pull 2 back though.
I do.
Alright, I will pass turn then.
this is going to be really rough to try to field and.
Tabaxi Rogue Global.
Yeah, it's better. So I was gonna say that it's better that he Tabaxi Rogues just to give him a better chance of drawing that Yondu.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Even if I Tabaxi Rogue Global, you're not going to attack?
Oh yeah, I suppose I could. But
Ben's just trying to be nice and give him the green light,
I'm still just doing 8.
but it's gonna put Troy far enough ahead, possibly.
Yeah.
know.
If he attacks, Ben can't do
Suck you into it.
that much this turn.
I'm happy where I'm at.
Just choosing the safe route, which is good.
It would be 9.
Yeah.
8 as well. Really. It would have been 11.
Well, actually, if Cosmo gets KO'd, only 2 damage goes through.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been because Cosmo would have died and he would have made all your characters do 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So Troy couldn't attack there. Oh.
Alright, so here's the Yondu. This is
He
back, but he needs to roll all of his characters on a face and have enough energy to do so.
Troy can do damage on Ben's turn if he doesn't get that bishop out. He needs a sidekick, and he needs Rocket to come up.
Sidekick and Rocket Raccoon, and enough to pay for the fielding cost for all of them. So he needs to re-roll one of those action dice.
You got Bishop back.
Raccoon gets the bishop though.
Doesn't really do me. Like, I'd rather have the rocket right now.
Yeah.
'Cause
He can push the extra damage.
Like 1 extra damage.
Yep.
2 for those, 2 for those. 1 for Yondu doing you 3 damage. Hooray.
He could have bought a rocket and misdirected it in.
But then,
I will.
as far as Yondu goes, he'd still be
Plague.
the same damage-wise. Misdirection out his bishop.
Those 3 come out. That's probably the best insect plague's ever gone for me. So, oh, I fucked that up. Sorry, language.
I'm sure they'll bleep it.
It's a good thing we have them muted, I guess.
I have him unmuted so can hear what the players are saying.
Ryan is correct. You do have the wrong team for Troy. You've been other team with the Stone Golem and the Long Out on the stream.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing that.
Fixed it.
I will buy a rocket for what it's worth and put him in. And I need to do 5 damage to you. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers, and
So Troy is now down to 17.
How's he down to
In
17?
case you didn't know that.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yondu.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Wouldn't that be nice? And actually, I have a global thing. So I'll just make a sidekick and ping off one of your sidekicks.
Sure.
That was Ben's last turn.
Suppose
Is Rocket in the use pile now?
attack with Yondu
The one that he used to pay for stuff.
and call out Mr. Fix-It.
Being used at the end of the turn, like when the turn passes. It's not in used right now, it's in transition.
Mm.
Die. Hooray.
And that's game.
Suppose I could have blinked him back, but oh well.
It doesn't really matter. It's game.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So everything's in. Last turn.
I was doing the gentlemanly thing and playing it out just for.
I believe he can buy Fix It here. He just can't Insect Plague.
to
Alright. sidekick, ping off your sidekick.
Mm-hmm.
That was strong, which is admirable.
Pay 1 to field her.
Anything for him here because he doesn't have any sidekicks to pull out.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, that's a truce.
Play truce.
Mm.
KO 2 sidekicks. You get to KO 2 of yours.
Sure, I'll kill Rocket and Star-Lord to kill
Oh, the dum dum.
Okay. And okay, so that's that. And yeah, so I can do 3 damage basically. Might as well, right? So last
Here goes all in. Ben.
I mean, it doesn't matter, but yeah.
swing with everything.
One of the Jubilee or the Crystal back, and then blocks the other 2 sidekicks, effectively getting.
I'll let everything through.
I mean,
Alright.
the game was pretty much, it was already over anyways.
And then I'll do 10 for Tabaxi Rogue. Oh wait, that's not that one. That's the other one.
Alright.
So 9.
Cool.
Alright.
I'll play.
So I have to switch, right?
Yep, and I don't. Yeah.
That was a very good close game, gentlemen. It was really good.
Kind of anticlimactic at the end there, but.
Yeah, I don't want my opponent like if they're gonna whip up on me, I'll at least make it miserable for them by being miserable.
I don't know. I mean, to me, it looked like y'all had some really big swings as far as like who had the advantage.
No, it's no.
Yeah. It was mainly just because I got a few hits in before he could get his bishop,
The bishop,
out there.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was noticing.
You also had a chance if you could have gotten Yondu in the field one turn and then got him out again and pushed insect plagued him out with misdirection, but you could never line it up.
Yeah, I couldn't buy Yondu. The turn I wanted to do that,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get Yondu.
Yeah.
I didn't have a bolt. I had 5 energy with no bolt.
Yeah.
Or I did have a bolt, which I could have spent, but then you would have hit me with 6 in that turn.
Ben, are you staying with the team?
Yeah, because otherwise, well, yeah, sure.
Alright.
Well, you have nothing that. Well, neither of my teams have any kind of good matchups against you, Troy. So I don't see any sense in changing. Really, I have to beat you with both teams anyway.
Yeah. Well, the other one.
Best of luck
The
to
other
you
one,
again.
you're trying to do the awakening stuff, which I could pretty much shut down with Wrecker. So
That's true.
that would be unfun, I think.
We're talking about unfun.
Alright, so you go first, or you choose, I guess.
Be trying to go for a win,
Well, I will go first because why not?
and then you'll probably need to change Troy's team back to what
Already-
you had it at before.
Already did.
this.
It's just it was overlapping over the one, so that's really the problem.
What levels do you have?
Right.
Global, Squirrel Girl Global, Hulk Global.
So what's next to Wong? Hulk.
Yep.
And what's in between Wrecker? So Wrecker, there's Scarlet Witch, and what's underneath that?
And then Stone Golem got the pay 2 once per turn, deal 1 damage.
See, the Squirrel Girl Global could work in Ben's favor here. Just because he can redirect 1 damage. And possibly KO his rocket.
So
I haven't actually seen this one perform. I've heard good things about it.
Yeah.
Fire Rocket.
His team up is pretty nasty. Alright, so he bought rocket.
He is annoying.
I like it. It's a shame I didn't have a super rare Manakith when I
So
How do you feel about this roundabout way, I guess, of getting the Hulk to go off with the 2 damage? Because
I love Common
goes
Hulk.
into it.
Yeah, I mean, he uses the mindless one to really pump it to get it going quickly.
He feels the mindless one, has 2 fists, but he's got to get the Hulk out.
Yeah, I mean he
He have the
can
Hulk out first.
he gets it out pretty quickly, and plus Ben has Candlekeep, so he purchased a Wong.
Shields and the 2 masks. Ben needs to look for a way to accelerate here,
Yeah,
not flood his bag.
Those are pretty useless to me.
there's. Well, I mean, he could buy another rocket. That's not terrible. Oh, Star-Lord. Okay.
It's interesting. Call out the Wong.
Yeah.
Let's go with Green Devil Mask.
Green Devil Mask is not a bad purchase because he saw how he had to do it last time.
Tell something about you, Troy.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's got the
Coming out.
yeah. He needs to get him to roll. That's wow.
Oh, field a sidekick.
Fortunate.
Yeah.
The end of the world. He can go for a truce here.
Yeah.
2 is it keeps Green Devil Mask from activating ultimately.
Yeah. All right. Not a bad choice.
In 2 of his characters, he in turn gets rid of 2 of Troy's characters and avoids the Green Devil Mask should he need to field something additionally.
And Troy's gonna just pull it out here.
It always happens.
Oh, that's not bad though.
All energy.
He could reroll Wong to try to get Hulk.
I'll choose a safe play here and try to get the Wong out.
Oh, it just went opposite.
He has 2 choices. He could go for the Wrecker, or he could go for the Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, it's just he kind of needs he needs the global from Squirrel Girl, which he might have to purchase her at one point to use that. That's the only issue. If he goes for Wrecker.
I'm gonna buy Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go for a Wrecker here pretty soon.
So he did make the comment that call out is pretty vicious here because he has no way to work around call out.
Mm-hmm.
Team on Troy's layout, by the way, on Troy's side.
Yeah. What's wrong with it?
Team on Troy's side.
Yeah, I just had to hit transition. It's a little bit wonky.
One of those glitches that you were mentioning earlier in the Discord?
No. The glitch is sometimes it sticks on a card.
We really appreciate everything that Truby
All the
does,
Dice
as well
Coalition.
as, everybody in the Dice Coalition.
So that was just 2 damage, right? Oh no, he KO'd. Oh wow.
He might be able to go for a Hulk and just, have fun with it.
He's just got to get that thing to roll anything. If he doesn't get its roll, yep.
Sure, I'll pick up one of my sidekicks.
That's only slightly annoying.
It's kind of an interesting thing because Troy's just, and throw caution to the wind here. And rather than setting up, for multiple sidekicks to try to filter his bag, he's just going to go for the old school, blind draws.
Yeah. I mean, he also... I think Ben has a an okay way of dealing with Hulk, though. If he calls out when she's on the low side, he's fine. And he can KO her with a top side or even possibly a rocket.
I'll field a rocket.
Ben's now in firm control, having all those characters up there and being able to swing continuously because Green Devil Mask will come up. So Ben just needs to swing in to avoid that.
Yeah, he's just got to swing with those two.
Swing with rocket. He only does 2.
Alrighty.
He's small, but he's feisty.
He is not wrong.
Shake everything. Shake it.
If he gets Hulk out here, that's just going to be brutal. No. Okay.
You get the Green Devil Mask. He's just got to get that thing to roll.
That's what
Yeah.
happens when you try not to have fun, Troy. It's too fun, it just eats you, so it doesn't work.
Manipulate the rolls here.
Okay. Alright, well, I got the Green Devil Mask.
And thus the
there.
fun ends.
And we'll buy another one.
Yeah, that
What did you
is.
miss?
For mindless ones.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, I have 3 psychics in my bag to make you feel
Troy's camera went dead.
Yeah.
And I'll shake it up.
Mm.
At least you got me a
Yeah.
Bishop Global to protect myself now.
It's true.
Against your 4 sidekicks.
Yep.
Troy, your camera went out there. I don't have any visual on you.
Shoot. I gotta go get my plug-in, I think. I'm down to 20%. I'll be right back. Then you can roll. Everybody can watch him.
Okay. I happen to roll. That triggers Green Devil Mask, so that was really stupid.
That's pretty good shenanigans there.
I know,
Why
but
is it? I'm not back yet.
That'd be
You
super
can take it
dumb.
back.
I just bought 2 bishops and fielded them, and then I was like, oh no, wait, that would mean I have to roll everything. So, I'm gonna roll these and get exactly the same thing.
He's got to just ping off his sidekick and attack with one, I guess.
Okay, let's do it, mask.
What's wrong with you?
That sidekick coming up kind of just messed him up.
Okay,
Personally, he can just field the sidekick and roll everything and hope for something to stick.
Yeah, but he's got a
Because
Star-Lord
he's
on
got
the
no
top
real
side.
threats on the board right now.
True.
Minus one's global. How's that read?
You can redirect the damage from one of your characters to another target. That one of your characters is doing to another target character.
So if I use Stone Golem, that's not
Or
one of
that's
my
Squirrel Girl. Did you say minus one? Anyway.
yeah. If I use Stone Golem global to do 1 damage to each of us,
Yes.
I can't then redirect that, can I?
Don't think so.
With one of your characters. That would have been
Cannot.
fun. But okay. Instead, I will just ping off a sidekick. So I'll do one of us 1 damage each with Stone Golem.
Okay.
I'll ping off a sidekick.
He's just trying to make the best use of his energy right now.
Yeah.
Ping off a sidekick. Oh yeah, so that is 3 add 1 is okay. That's no harder there. And your turn.
Well, I might as well ping off another sidekick of yours then. Actually, no, I won't. Because that'll.
Position, I would have actually gotten the Green Devil Mask trigger out of the way, knowing that I had Rocket coming up, and maybe hopefully, avoided
a trip of it.
a good 3 or 4 turns.
Ooh.
It says once per turn on your turn.
I didn't misplay.
Ooh, she's on the low side. He has a chance.
You're just saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
I don't know if he wants to go for it quite that early, though. I think he wants to set up something with the mindless ones.
We'll just pay to field
He
that.
used the mindless one with Squirrel Girl to to do it, and he could ping off his sidekick, spin her up, and he's set up.
Pass priority. Pass turn.
Yes, sir.
gonna go for the safe play of pick and then upping
Oh,
with the call out.
he should have attacked with that sidekick before.
Sidekick.
Yeah, because he's gonna trip Green Devil Mask.
I know I'm not gonna roll a truce or a bolt.
That's with you.
I'm gonna reroll everything.
Oh,
He should have. That's what I'm saying. Like, he should have fielded the sidekick earlier and re-rolled and gotten rid of the Green Devil Mask to avoid this specific scenario.
So, I will truce.
Getting really good use of it though. Take good heads up play there.
yeah. I would just buy another rocket. I think at this point your rocket is your thing you're gonna use.
Main vehicle.
Yeah.
The avenue to your path, the victory there.
Yeah.
Minister Global here is actually giving him added value with Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah.
Your turn.
He's gonna sit on all those to try to KO whatever Troy rolls up.
I mean, if she rolls on the bottom side, he can ping her out.
Time to slow play you. I have 12 minutes. And with only 2 life ahead, slow play you the whole game.
Ooh.
That's lovely.
Fist is good for you, right?
All fists and all energy from his sidekick rolls.
Yeah.
You have Green Devil Mask.
Oh.
3-5. Why does he not
Really KO Star-Lord either in this situation.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think Star-Lord's on the top side.
Doesn't get the Hulk.
Oh, I'm sorry. Star-Lord's... He's middle side, but he's still 5.
How will I field it? That really messes me up. Okay, but I gotta get going here.
Ben's gonna ping out.
Yeah, hopefully pay that to field him. And then we'll just buy 2 more Wongs.
And Ben's gonna just ping him out and ping out his own sidekick, I think.
Seems like the Wong strategy.
But we'll go with it. Wongs against rockets.
I don't have a joke for that. Okay. You don't have any priority to do stuff.
No,
You only have magic missile. That's really useful for me, right?
Yeah.
Doing good. I can just ping off Wong.
Yep.
And then ping off his own sidekick. Would you do that, ping off your own sidekick to just, if you get a rocket, just to swing?
Sorry about that.
No.
This is kind of rough for both players. They're not in a favorable position. Troy less so than Ben.
Now imagine if you'd had Hulk, that would have been 6 damage right there.
Yep. I'm imagining it right now.
Okay. More sidekicks, because who doesn't love sidekicks?
Oh.
He has a chance to reroll.
I know, he just really needs that rocket to come out.
Wait until Rocket shows up.
Yeah, I wouldn't want you to roll rocket just to...
I'm honestly thinking that he needs to pull the trigger on that Green Devil Mask.
He could just do it here.
Once again,
And the only problem is he's...
field one sidekick.
Yeah, because...
Play.
If Ben had just filled up his bag, I don't think he would have had an issue with it.
Or Yondu.
But Troy's about to fill it up.
Green Devil Mask never triggers.
I have nothing in my bag right now, by the way.
Yeah.
Ben is still in the favorable position at this point in the matchup.
No, but the thing with Bishop is it takes up a slot on my I have a very limited amount of space as well.
Yep.
Because of Green Devil Mask, so I think it's kind of pointless. I would like to get Yondu, just for a little bit of.
You're right. Purchasing another Rocket Raccoon here is just the better play.
Or Yondu. Yondu's not terrible either, because he's about to have a rocket come out. Because he's already purchased 2, and one's right there.
Again, just a ping off a sidekick.
And turn the other one into a mask.
Another rocket or another truce?
I think Rocket's the play here.
Whenever they said Ben does slow play, it is a mess.
Excuse me. I mean, ooh, truce.
Oh, let's see if they're.
I'll buy a rocket.
I think
Loading
it's
up on all of his rockets. It's great.
because he's got one coming out next turn, and he could call out.
Unless you do it, something.
No, that mask will get in your bag though.
Alright.
On your turn.
Drink up a whole crap ton.
Come on, Hulk, and roll it at level 3, and they don't have enough energy to field it.
Marcus, you are exactly right. So they need a lot of prayers.
That's part 1.
But, there you go. Oh, and yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
You could get your wish.
If he gets all characters and a sidekick, this would be kind of funny.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, whoa!
Yes. It's good. It's goodness. We like that.
That's how this game is gonna go.
That's how we like dice.
He
Oh, you got that 2-fist Wong. I didn't see that.
Yes, I got him at least.
Oh, that's garbage. That's a fix. That's definitely a fix.
He.
Long on the sidekick.
If one comes up as a character face and that comes up as a sidekick,
Yeah, alright, well, one of them will go away, but we'll use the bigger one. So, pay 2 to field Hulk,
Yes, sir.
1 to field Wong.
I mean, he could still call out Hulk
You don't want
every single time.
You want the 3-3.
Nah, I'm pretty sure I want this one.
No, the 1-4-3 one said something bad about you. So.
Yeah. Let's see, your star rating said was a 3-5?
Because if you,
I mean, Green Devil Mask to rely on.
yeah,
Honestly, every time I look at that thing, I always think the sooner you trigger it, the better.
Nah, we'll just hold on to it.
I think now
Always
it's
have
fine.
him to,
It's
fill
fine to
his
trigger
bag
it.
with
I agree
plus
with
12 dice
Yeah.
every turn.
2 of my Wongs, though. They're not going to come back for a while.
Told you, 2 Wongs don't make a right.
Yeah.
Okay.
One for the dad jokes.
I think triggering it now is not a bad thing, but
Oh, truce, you suck. Balls.
he really need that rocket to come out bigger.
You finally get to keep Hulk for a little while.
Hold on. Oh,
It's rough.
that's a 3/3 rocket. He can get rid of Hulk.
Of course, now I got 7 sidekicks in my bag along with other things.
Because when he attacks his rocket, it's going to be it's a 3/2. And
be
he
very careful because if he tries calling out, let's see. Need to remember what Star Lord says here.
your active Guardians characters get call out. He could call out Hulk
Guardians.
with rocket and attack it and then KO it with the one side.
is Star-Lord? Why is his wording that way? That's not right.
I would say the Doug
Yeah.
Blow played me, but I would have no idea what to do with that either.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out if I can KO 2 psychics this turn. I don't think I can.
No, yeah, just kind of looking at it
I was
like,
like, well, I can get
Star-Lord
one
should
to- I can
say
get one to
all
take
your
one
active
out, and then I can
guardians,
redirect that
not your
attack.
other
The
guardians,
other
have
one
call
to
out because he doesn't have call
attack.
out.
After I attack.
Yeah.
So I think.
bite the bullet, get rid of it.
I know, but that's just garbage.
It could be.
No, it's definitely going to be. I know I'm going to lose everything. Okay, sure. No, I don't know if that's the sensible thing to do. Because
He just needs to field rocket and call out
take it anyway.
Hulk.
Maybe that's a sensible way to do it. I will pay one of those to field these guys.
He was in control of the game, but now he is no longer in control of the game.
Oh man, I would have done this the sidekick. I don't know. That's rough.
And threw the game away, but he actually did make it a lot harder for him to.
That side, yeah, that Green Devil mask goes to the side, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely does. He did his job. I was just in awe of the roll.
Man, I can't believe that.
Potential 15 damage here.
He doesn't
Damage
have
to one of the Wongs. I'm gonna go for some more bolts here just to finish it off.
All right, so we will
Field that.
field the Wong
Ping, ping.
1 damage.
and attack with the 2 Wongs.
Attack him. Ping him out. So
He's going straight to the attacks.
he's gonna have 2 damage to Ben.
Ping something first, you can.
I will Stone Golem Global. Oh, I can't. It's not my turn. I can't.
Yep, true. And no Tabaxi Robo this time.
Okay, you can't redirect, right? Oh, I suppose you can just ping. Well, this is crap.
Yeah, sorry, it is.
At least that way Wong dies. No, he doesn't.
So he's gonna spread his damage out. Troy's gonna spread his damage out to each of the Wongs attacking.
Yeah.
So that way he doesn't get one of them KO'd by Ben's
Well, I mean, I
leftover
don't see there
bolt.
being any point in
Yep.
me blocking either.
Yeah, so total of 2 there.
Yep, 10.
So
I'll pay my side. Oh, I need to keep it blocking.
He's down to 9.
Yep.
Wow.
So that was a total of 9. What are you at then?
I'm 10. I took 1 damage when I Stone Golem earlier.
I probably shouldn't have done all.
15 in Troy's favor right now.
Yeah. That Green Devil mask did his job.
Totals there. And we're 20 seconds shy of
Time.
oh,
Yeah.
it's effectively put the nail in the coffin for Ben.
Yeah. He really just
Turn 0.
Alright. Squirrel Girl.
he can still do 2 damage though.
Jerk Squirrel Girl. Field sidekick. And 5 mindless 1. Your turn.
I would ping out that sidekick. Because then you
He's
could
probably going to do it during Ben's turn. He's probably going to block, ping it out, and then
He doesn't like you today. Oh, man.
Wow.
Well, truce is kind of the bigger deal, right? Like he already
I've been in Ben's shoes. Not as far as like, you know, big misplays with Green Devil Mask, but I have been in the shoes where nothing rolls the where you want it to.
Sure.
Ben just can't get anything to roll.
I'm pretty sure it's pointless anyway, because we have 1 more turn at them.
Yeah.
turn, I guess.
Well, I think I was gonna ping off a sidekick, do 2 more damage.
Yep. Another reason why Trees would be good.
Okay, so it's now 8-17, and Troy's having to re-roll or refill his bag.
Yeah, I think if Troy, if Ben could have gotten Rocket out, he might have been able to do something on his 4 side or his 3 side. But it's just free field. He can redirect.
This one is an ouch, and he has enough. Yep, he has enough to finish off the game right here.
Yep.
Yeah. So he goes mindless 1, deals a damage, and then redirects it with Squirrel Girl to Wong.
Yeah, he's got to field Wong first.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Wong. Sidekicks.
Well, field
Wong.
that.
Field's mindless 1.
Field mindless 1.
Redirects damage to the Wong.
I'll pay a fist to redirect damage to Wong to do 2 more damage to you.
A 6.
Yeah, and then I will.
Things out.
So I guess technically I leave you a global window if you want to hit them first.
Very considerate.
Wait.
So Ben's gonna be down to 2 health. He has to block.
Not only that, but him blocking effectively does the Hulk triggers, and
Yeah.
him doing damage with the bolt has Hulk triggers go off too. So he can potentially get rid of both the Wong and the mindless 1.
So you're blocking both of those dudes?
Sure.
Which will knock them both out, but do 4 more
Yeah, we
damage
have
to you?
globals.
Oh, sorry.
You want to ping one of them, please?
No, I don't have to. You're hitting him already.
Okay, I will ping both of them, leaving me on 2.
Out on his own terms.
That's unsatisfying.
Well, so
It was
ping
game.
him.
I'm outminded.
And I already hit him once, so they're both knocked out, right?
That's true, I suppose. I'm still alive. Hooray.
Ben's at 2 right now.
More. That was 6 total. 4.
And he blocked with Star-Lord. Let's see if he can get this damage out.
There he goes.
One from the mindless 1. Oh, because I did 2 to you last round. That's right. When I pinged out sidekick. Forgot about that.
Oh.
Coming up is actually a good thing here.
Your turn.
Alright, this goes away.
He's gonna do the noble thing here and just get out to the end.
Yeah, I think if Ben could have gotten to bishops like 4 or 5 turns, it might have been really good. Oh.
Yeah, just add insult to injury.
Yeah, he just got a field sidekick, then mindless 1.
All he has to do is just field the Green Devil mask.
Green Devil mask. Roly roly.
Of course, Ben has the worst luck this round.
What is Rocket at?
Doesn't matter. I'm going to ping your sidekick. I kill myself.
2. Ben goes out on the sword there.
No, too late. I killed you. You had no agency in that. Well played.
That's how I see it. You did it to yourself.
No, actually, technically, I didn't. That's what the worst part was. I was like, at least I can kill myself, and then I couldn't. Oh, well. This team is crap.
Yeah, I would offer you to try it with the other one, but I think Wrecker would make that one pretty tough.
No, I'd like to play that actually. If you
You want
want.
it? Alright. We could do it.
I'm gonna end the stream here, but man, that was
Okay,
rough.
Jordan, hold on.
Not being able to get
this
out
team is just
Bishop.
crap.
I think Bishop would have been good, but you could never get to him.
Well, I could have. I chose not to, but this team is garbage, so it doesn't really
Well,
matter.
I don't think you would have got to him in time with that one though. I mean,
Well, in that game, I would have got him out, but,
Yeah, but-
it wouldn't have made any difference.
at that point, I just could have rushed you. You know.
Yeah.
Overwhelmed you.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, I
have
need
a good day.
Oh, sorry. I need to get the